Man Tools is brought to you by
EXO AutoWorks. EXO AutoWorks is Colorado Springs' home of the $40 synthetic blend oil change. Call now, 719-375-3232, or visit exoautoworks.com to make your appointment.
Call us today in order to schedule your $80 wheel alignment on most vehicles.
Madrid Maintenance. Madrid Maintenance offers excellent handyman service in the Colorado Springs area, starting at just $45 an hour. You can reach them by phone at 719-963-2020 or online at facebook.com/Madrid Maintenance.
Trevor's Beard is brought to you by The Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle is his go-to for beard hygiene and styling products, so you should click the link below and use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
Enharmonic Studios. Enharmonic Studios is a hybrid digital analog facility designed to be quality and affordable to anyone who wants to make history. Call today, 719-963-2020, or go to facebook.com/Enharmonic Studios.
From EXO AutoWorks. Streaming all over the world.
Coming for you, globalist!
It's your weekly dose of toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
With Eric Madrid.
Because if too many people are just running around with their dicks out, it's called the Harambe variant.
And Trevor Lane.
No. Of Karens.
Oh my God.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Man Tools. I'm trying to get the live feed up so I can chitty chat with all y'alls. Yeah. What's up, Keys? All right, there we go. Get the chat thing up so we know what we're doing. It's like a real podcast.
Almost.
Ha! That's a real boy. My bass player's going to one of those fucking places. The one in Florida.
Oh, Disney World?
Yeah.
Disney World.
Because I'm a small boy after all. Or whatever. I don't know how it goes.
As opposed to the land in California?
Yeah, it's just land in Cali. I like calling it Cali because people from California don't like it when we say Cali. That's right. Number one fan. It's the Keys. El Llaves. Man, what a week. Order of the day, or the word of the day, is change order.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of those. And what do you mean I need a permit? What do you mean? I'm like, I'm not working today until you call a licensed plumber and get them to fix this and do it with a permit.
I can tell you, though, as a homeowner, it is surprising the stuff when you're like, I'm not building anything. Why do I need a building permit? Like putting in a central air. Oh, you need a building permit. I'm like, but I'm not building anything.
Well, this person is building a master suite in their garage.
That is building something.
That's building something.
Yeah.
And wants to sell it eventually and then add another garage, like just adding onto the house.
Okay.
I'm like, that's awesome.
Wait, sell
the house eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So the trick is that if you add, you don't need a permit. I mean, you don't need one. You can build it all out, take good pictures, make it real nice and up to code, and everything can be sweet, right? But then you go to sell the house or refinance it. You can't use that floor plan to add money to.
You can't.
You can't do it.
And if you try, they come back and go, "Oh, you owe us this much for permits," and I assume backdated fees. Crazy fees because you've had this addition for 10 years and never permitted it.
So I wasn't believed 2 weeks ago when I said this, and then today was, I called my realtor and she said that's a thing. So you guys got tomorrow off. I'm like, well, how about we demo this other part of the house that you wanted to? Cool. Yeah. Change order. Haha.
Yeah.
Let me do this part. That doesn't need a permit. So
Yeah.
I don't want to sit on my ass tomorrow, not make any money because I'm hemmed up at this house instead of getting on to other shit.
Oh, the other one that surprised me was running a gas line from my meter to the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That also, I was like, but I'm not building anything.
Right. And I remember telling you, I was like, I can do it.
Even my brother, the licensed plumber, they changed
the rules.
He's like, no, you have to get another certification in addition to your plumber's license to do anything with gas now. And I'm like,
yep.
So he showed me how to do it, and I did it myself.
It's on. Yeah.
Yep.
That works. I tried to tell her, well, let's, how did I put this? I told her, well, I live here now and I'll just build all this stuff. Now I own put me on the title of the house. I'll just do it. I got away with building the studio, no problem.
Yeah.
They walked in and were like, did the refi. And they walk in like, oh, this only says it has 3 bedrooms. Hold on. And then they amended it years later. So there's one of those things. Who put all this in? It's like, I don't know. Most of it was here. I just put some windows in.
That's all.
Just windows. Just yeah. Funny the rules. Funny and they change constantly.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Did you know that? I think we went over this a few weeks ago. Did you know that now in Colorado Springs and El Paso County, you have to be a licensed master plumber to install a water heater?
I think we talked about that.
Jesus.
Do you have to have a permit?
Yeah.
To replace the water heater?
Yep.
Wow.
They pull it, and then they charge you. And what's funny is a master plumber will charge you somewhere around $1,200 to pull the permit. It's like $400 to pull a permit. Just heads up, everybody.
Wow.
Just being honest.
It's wild.
It's been a wild week.
Yeah, all the stuff that you have to seems like you should just be able to do, but you got to go to the state and go, please, can I? And they go, give us a fee.
Give us some money and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I don't think it's
weird.
Fair. It's really weird. On with the show.
Yep.
What do we got going on tonight?
Should we get into some news?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. All right. There it is. It's the only one that doesn't have a label when I float over it. I think it's because it's under this little information box. I don't know. No one can see what I'm talking about, so it's silly. So as you'll see when we get into the news, it makes a lot of sense to be prepared these days.
Aha.
And you can do that by going to mantoolsmedia.com/prepare. There you will find our awesome sponsor, Valley Food Storage. Click on there's a link there for 30% off plus free shipping on a family emergency food kit. And get prepared.
It'll sit on the shelf for
25 years shelf life. And they guarantee it.
So
they'll if the apocalypse happens, I'm not sure how you'll get your refund if
right.
It's at year 24 and you open it and it's bad, but they guarantee that it will last 25 years at least. It'll probably last longer than that, like most things. So let's see, our first story this evening. I found this rather hilarious. You know how Walmart has third-party vendors now on their website?
Yep. Sons of bitches.
Well, one of them was selling 30 terabyte solid state drives for $18. And this smart feller cracked it open. As you can see, it's a bunch of hot glue all over the place on some SD cards. Now, it was rather clever because so it's just these SD cards that hold nowhere near.
No.
I don't think they even hold a terabyte, let alone 30. But let's see. So the guy cracked it open, and he was not surprised because when he saw the price, he's like, "There's no way this is actually what this is." He plugged it in a USB port, and the computer says, "I see two 15 terabyte drives."
Sure it does.
So they have programmed these things to say, "Oh yeah, you've got all this space." But if you try to save that much,
not even close.
No.
So
beware of the shady Walmart vendors.
Do we also have the shady Walmart DoorDash pizza guy?
I don't know about that one. I haven't heard of that one.
Florida man strikes again. Yep. Florida man strikes again. Guy was buying. He set up a business through DoorDash at his house. So one of the DoorDashers ratted him out because he got boxes printed up for these pizzas, but he was going to Walmart, buying up those take and bakes for like $8, charging $30.
Ooh.
Yeah, and dude was making a mint. He said, so he has great reviews, by the way. Oh, it's awesome pizza. It's so delicious, blah, blah, blah. A long wait time, but, well, yeah, he's got to defrost them and cook them as you order them in his oven at home.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty wild.
These clever bastards.
That's bananas.
I have no words. I'm mad I didn't think of it first. The SD cards are shady. I ordered a couple of hard drives from the internets. They showed up empty. The cases. Oh no, we just sold you the case. I'm like, no, you son of a bitch. It says it's a 1 terabyte.
It lists how much space it has. That's not a case.
It's not a case.
No, it's just the case.
Open the pizza, look at it. You're like, wait a minute. This is a Walmart dollar pizza.
Wild. Some local news.
Ugh.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah, it's a vagina, not a Pez dispenser.
Well, I don't think it was all to one lady.
I know. I'm just
14 babies were delivered right here in Colorado Springs in one night. And that's not terribly significant, I wouldn't think. What is significant is it was in 7 sets of twins.
Yep.
At Children's Hospital in Colorado Springs, over there, adjacent to Memorial Hospital downtown.
Oh, they went there.
And it set a record high for the hospital. I don't know. This doesn't say if it's like a record nationally or anything. I doubt it is.
Doubtful.
I mean, a city like New York,
that's
any given hospital is like whatever.
Yeah. And that's Wednesday.
We had twins come out and stab each other.
I named my baby Kane. The hashtag that came out of this was absolutely dreadful.
Is it on here?
Twinning.
It's better than TWINCEST. Have you heard of that?
Good night, everybody.
It's
no.
It's a genre of pornography.
Okay, yeah.
Where a lucky fella has
a twin sister.
Two twin sisters that he's doing a three-way with, and they're usually, obviously not actually sisters. It's just the characters they're playing because they're actresses.
What do you do at home, bro? Alone?
I've never looked this up. I've only heard about it second and third hand. I've not looked into it. Not from you. I used to be in the Army. I hear about some weird shit.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
What'd you call it? TWINCEST?
Yep.
That doesn't. Well, wouldn't. Wait. I'm trying to argue semantics here. Twins are not. Yeah. Huh. Sorry, Keys. Well, just for the record, you're the hotter twin by far.
So you wouldn't double down on a fella with your brother? I don't know which twin you have.
That's funny.
Stranger things have happened, I'm sure.
Yeah. Family fun tonight on Man Tools. Okay, so let's get back to the whole twin-cest part. In order to be cestual, don't the family members, wouldn't it be the brother of twin sisters? That would be total twin-cest.
because the sisters themselves are doing stuff with each other.
Did I take it too far? Where there's a brother and then twins?
I guess that would be slightly worse.
Marginally worse. That's the show.
I think the typical lineup though is you get a three-way with twin sisters, and they, you know, as you do in a three-way, they do stuff with each other as well as with you. So,
all right, next week's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for you to name this episode.
It might just be called TWINCEST.
Gross. this bag of crap.
No, they don't. The girls don't do things together. That's weird.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know.
That's why there needs to be a brother. Gross.
Well,
only in Alabama, folks.
So I don't know if you've heard about this.
I have heard about this. It was all the buzz.
Well, it's interesting. For those that don't know, you can see shows under the name Pantera. That's the way I'm going to put it.
Yeah, you can. You're able to.
Coming up. Phil Anselmo, Rex Brown have recruited Charlie Benanti from Anthrax and Zakk Wylde to fill in for the now deceased, of course, Abbott brothers. The stuff coming from the Wylde and Benanti camps is this is not a reunion. There could never be a reunion of Pantera because those guys are dead.
Yeah.
However, all of the festivals and stuff that they're playing at just calls it Pantera. It doesn't call it like an evening of or
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
they are a Pantera tribute band, and
right.
Zach has said so publicly.
Yeah.
Like, that was my brother, you know, from another mother. I got
but music. They apparently don't object enough to back out.
No,
you know
of course
I mean?
not. That's too much money.
Yeah.
And look, man, if you were in a badass band, and I was in a badass band, and you fucking kicked the bucket, and I still had enough fucking clout to be part of it, you know what I mean? Like your legendary status, I'd go play your shit all night. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
I'd do it. And, you know, I'd do it upright, learn all the parts, do the stuff. It's just, would never call it, you know, Pantera.
Yeah. Let me zoom that in a little for
zoomed
text. And see if there's any other weird details.
Not really. Did you see?
I know they're hitching to some not fest dates. It's basically festivals. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
At least so far, it's not like a tour.
It's a headlighting tour.
Yeah. Which is probably more to do with the schedule of the other two guys.
Sure. Well, yeah.
You know,
those guys
Black
are
Label and Anthrax.
Stuff. They're actually out doing
they got
stuff. They got stuff to do. Shit. I was gonna say something, but can't think of it right now.
Well.
Oh, did you see the there's a video floating around with Zach and what's his name, Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
because I think Charlie plays with one of the chapters of Black Label.
I think Black Label's on tour with Anthrax right now. I've seen a lot of videos of them together, and I think that's what's going on.
They came out and did I'm Broken. It was
fucking
badass.
Cool.
Like, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that it's going to sound as close as it could sound to seeing Pantera live. To be honest, the weakest link is probably Phil's vocals.
Let's just be real.
He can't hit the notes, the Cowboys from Hell stuff. Shit. By the time of the Cowboys from Hell tour, I don't think he could hit the notes that he recorded on the album.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
This guy.
Well, what do we got now?
Well, there's a new sheriff in town for monkeypox. And look, we're going to get into some video where he's answering some questions, and he appears to be a very qualified doctor and everything, but I'm not sure if this is the guy that you want to put out front as your monkeypox response coordinator, just with the optics. And here's why I say that. This is about like saying lung cancer is a real problem. Here's the Marlboro Man to talk to you about it.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now the flip to that is cigarette companies have done that. They've gone, well, we'll talk, especially to kids, about not smoking. We'll have the cartoon camel say, it's cool when I do it, but you shouldn't. And again, this doesn't have so much to do with orientations as it does with behaviors that just so happen to be more prevalent in certain orientations that are riskier for this disease.
Got it.
So, and I'm going to play a little clip here where he is answering questions. The questions are really hard to hear. I will try my best. I couldn't even hear him well at home. His responses are come out clean, but I don't know what their deal is with the microphones in the room at the White House. They're apparently garbage.
Yeah.
Or not turned on. I don't know. But so.
Thank you guys for doing this, Doctor. I think this question is for you. As a result of
so there's your leather daddy, not in his leather daddy.
There has been the expression of real concern in the gay community, the LGBTQ plus community, about a stigmatization specifically.
And I'm going to stop there. He's asking about LGBTQ concerns about stigmatizations with monkeypox. The L's don't give a shit. It's not affecting them. Just saying.
Just saying.
Gay men. So what specifically can you say as it relates to those concerns of a new stigma being attached to gay men across this country due to monkeypox?
So I'll start by saying it's the role of governmental public health and government to really model excellent behavior on that. And I think we're really proud of the work that we've done to create non-stigmatizing language to inform people what they need to do to stay healthy. So I think that's the first step, which is really making sure that we're modeling the right behavior and that we're putting out materials that speak to the community in a way that doesn't stigmatize them. I think it's all of our responsibility. And I think that we as...
All right, I'm going to stop it there just for a second, because I agree you shouldn't stigmatize the lifestyle, but if there are behaviors being engaged in that make this a bigger problem, why shouldn't those behaviors be stigmatized? You know what I mean? Like being super promiscuous and doing orgies and stuff like that. That's not just being gay. That's like it's taking it to another level that you don't need to right now.
That's a risk.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate risk.
And part of my gripe, because I'm sure we'll get some you just don't like gays or whatever hate. I don't give a shit. My gripe is that these are the same people that went, oh, you're a selfish piece of shit because you won't put on a mask, even though we know that masks don't really do anything to stop the spread of COVID. Right. Oh, you're a selfish piece of shit because you won't get an experimental vaccine.
Same people. Now,
but to say maybe you don't have orgies for a couple of weeks is a problem.
That kind of language is awful. That's
stigmatizing.
That's stigmatizing. It's awful. It's wrong. We shouldn't do it.
So I just wanted to throw that in there.
The role model in that, it's really important. But I think that, in media, in the way that we communicate with our students and universities, in the ways that we communicate with others that need to know about this, really making it clear that this is a virus. It's like, I'd like to say, a piece of DNA wrapped in some fat. It's not smart. It can't distinguish between people based on their sexual orientation or gender. And so everyone needs to be aware.
No, but it can distinguish the fluids and environments that it likes to live in from the ones it doesn't.
It's smart enough to know where it can go.
So,
but we need to make sure that we're messaging appropriately to the folks who are overly represented in the outbreak.
And to be clear, though, for those who are sort of embracing this
I have no idea what
stigmatization,
he's asking
right? This
here.
is, as we've witnessed in other diseases of influence, in particular the gay
I think I heard at least a piece of it. He wants a response to people that are embracing the stigmatization to say, kind of, see, you gays.
This is not by a handshake. This is not by going into a restroom. Can you help clarify the confusion?
That is the thing. It is.
Yeah. So I think, this virus transmits through very close skin-to-skin physical contact, often in the setting of sexual exposure. But there are other mechanisms for its transmission, including if you touch objects that individuals who've had monkeypox touch, or if you have prolonged exposure to respiratory droplets. With that said.
All right. The other thing that and I wouldn't expect them to in a briefing where they're kind of, the intent is to be brief. I'd be curious to know the kind of percentage breakdowns. Also, does that off of objects, does that include objects being used for sex acts? Like, this mouse is different than, say, the dildo
that hamster
in your nightstand.
Wait, what?
Signaling to people who are in the gay, bisexual, other men who have sex with men communities, and also transgender.
That's also something that caught me. Did you hear how he said that?
Men who have sex with men.
But he tacked it on to bisexual and gay. So just in case there's some identity group that's not covered by those two.
Oh.
And people who have sex with men community.
Have sex with men, that it's really important to have awareness that it's circulating in the community is really a critical part of the messaging, while not generating,
Can we just go back to the 80s where Nancy Reagan said, wrap it up? Just wrap it up and don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Don't share needles and wrap it up.
Yep.
I don't find any of that offensive. I don't find any of that stigmatic. It was simple. Just don't share needles.
It was weird because the stigma, obviously the stigma started out with gay men and then almost flipped to, there was a stigma on anyone that said that AIDS was a gay disease. And then now, as we've talked about, when you see advertising for AIDS medications, it's pretty clear who the primary customers are.
Right. Wrap it up. I don't care wherever you're sticking it. Wrap it up.
Yep. Yeah. That also spawned, they went a little hard in the paint with that too.
They did.
To wrap it up. Because I remember being deathly afraid. They almost made it sound like if you have sex without a condom, you're going to have AIDS.
You're going to die.
And you're going to die.
Well, bring it back. We don't live in New York. You have even in quasi-monogamous or what do they call serial monogamous relationships, you're still jumping from person to person to person every 6 months, right? And in a city that big, we grew up in small town, whatever. The risk was a lot less.
That's true. And this is where he came. He was actually a public health official in New York before having this job. So anyways, I just, thought maybe going back and scrubbing some imagery might have been a good idea before going, here's the guy.
Here's our guy.
Because it was, I also don't want to, whatever you want to do your thing, man. As long as you're a grown up doing it with other grown ups that have consented to it.
Well, then don't cry the next day when you have monkeypox.
Yeah. And it just struck me, like I said, it struck me very much as this would be like having the Marlboro Man tell you about how cool it is not to smoke.
Listen, kids, you need not to smoke, okay?
Well, and I mean, a current Marlboro Man, not the former. There are a lot of former Marlboro men that will tell you not to smoke. But,
right.
You know,
the hypocrisy is just rampant.
Yeah.
And that's the point we're trying to make. If you want my opinion, it's not worth shit. So talk to your healthcare provider. Maybe you and them should have a conversation. Maybe you and your partner should have a conversation. Because maybe you think you're in a monogamous relationship and maybe you're not.
Speaking of queens.
Nice segue.
Sad news. If you give a shit about the British monarchy, Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning queen in British history, has died today at the age of 96. So I guess the coronation, well, her funeral first and then coronation for Charles is coming. And already they're referring to Charles as King Charles III because somebody's got to, you know, they don't do gaps.
There are no gaps. No.
Once she's deceased, he's the guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. 73-year-old man gets his first job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I give him shit. That guy's done a lot in his life. I joke. He got to bang Princess Diana, so.
And had.
Good for him.
One child with her.
Good for 2 boys.
Yeah, I don't think the other one's his.
Oh, wink, wink.
We played that game. Who's your daddy? You remember that? He clearly looks like that British colonel that was like on her security detail.
That's right. Oops. Oopsie.
So, yeah. The queen is dead. Long live the king.
Just painting the roses red. That chick did a lot, man.
Yeah, she was it's interesting how she came to the throne too. Her uncle was supposed to take over, but he married a divorced Nazi lady from America.
Whoopsie.
And to be honest, if he had, they probably would have taken the other side. That's how sympathetic with the Nazis he was. They would have taken the other side in World War II. He thought they were pretty all right.
She didn't get in until
Prince Edward, I think.
Yeah, but I thought she came in well after the war was over.
I don't know about well after
10 years, like 52.
I don't think it was that long.
We'll have to look it up.
After.
It was in the 50s.
Well, maybe this guy wasn't in a position to make it happen, but if he could have, I think he would have had them change sides. He was very sympathetic. And so was his I think she was an actress.
Don't worry, man. Wife. All of my British history comes from watching old Doctor Who episodes. So I have no idea.
Well, and it's weird because it was a big deal back then. He could not take the throne because he married someone that had been divorced.
Yeah.
And now Charles has been divorced himself. Yeah. He's married to a woman that's divorced. So they clearly, that hang up is clearly not a thing
right
now. The modern Church of England is like, did you kill him? Like Henry VIII? No.
No, then you're all right.
You're fine.
Did he, though?
Someone might have. I don't know. Let's have a look at some cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Cool stuff, of course, and I didn't bring it up while it was playing, is brought to you by Touch of Modern. a curated online shopping destination for men to discover extraordinary products like some of the things you see on the screen right now. And you can get there or to our link there by going to mantoolsmedia.com/touchofmodern.
And it works.
It does. It gives us money and everything.
I still haven't got my knife, but I digress.
What? This is.
Please allow 4 to 6 weeks for shipping.
Okay.
I'm at week 5.
Really? Oh. Do you have a tracking number or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is very cool. Just a normal box truck, right? Like you're gonna go deliver some packages or something?
Not a super fan of the new genre of music called drip.
Yeah, I'm not either. Whoa. Wait a minute.
But this thing.
Is that inside of there? I believe it is. I believe this is a badass camper.
Tiny house nation.
Hey guys, my name's Caleb with Epic Schoolies, and today I want to show you guys a super stealthy box truck conversion that we just finished for our client. Our client wanted to leave it completely stealthy on the outside. He didn't want us to touch anything on it, so as he's sleeping in a busy city or on a side street, people passing by wouldn't notice a thing. It's a 1999 Ford 7.3 Power Stroke. It's got dualies in the back. It's on an E350 chassis with 160,000 miles. We thought it was pretty cool, so we just wanted to show you guys what we did to it. Let's take you guys on the inside and show you.
Yeah, that's super slick.
Ooh, sunroof. Like a hotel
door, you'll notice the awesome mood lighting on
door?
the floor coming through the hallway entrance, as well as the blue LED light switches, which control the main lights and the floor lighting. We also have an awesome teak wood desk with a 1-inch black pipe holding it up. Our client works from home and has a podcast on the road, so this was pretty important for him. We also put an RV screen window in so our client could have some fresh air. He wanted to keep the same stealth factor, so we put a vent on the outside to keep that same.
Oh, that's clever.
Down below, you'll notice a propane quick disconnect. So when our client wants to stay off grid, he can plug his Mr. Buddy heater in, which then taps into his 20-gallon propane tank mounted underneath. If you come a little bit further down into the living space, we have 2 couches on opposite sides. This side is a full XL. When it's in couch mode, you can lift it up for storage. This will hold all of your clothes and whatnot. And then when you're ready to go to bed at night, it just pulls out and these 2 cushions make your full-size bed.
Yep.
Up above, we have 2 shelves. The shelves match the same wood as the desk. It's a teak. It's also being held up by the 1-inch black pipe. This will hold books, knickknacks, etc. And then our client also wanted us to add a 32-inch smart TV, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, etc.
Man tools.
We added 2 JBLs,
of course,
which are connected to the receiver and then also connected to the TV. And then down here we have a pass-through door. The pass-through door just opens up right here, just for easy access into the cab.
All that with that shitty ass lock. Goddamn, guys.
Locks it up right
Come
there.
on, boys. You could have done earth.
You
could have done earth magnets in a spring, and that would have been badass.
Coming on this side, we have another couch that pulls out into a regular full-size bed, and then when it's in couch mode, you can lift it up to access all of the electrical. In the electrical system, we have a 400 amp hour lithium-ion battery bank, a 4,000 AIMS power inverter plus charger. We also have the Victron Smart Solar Charge Controller connected to the 800 watts of solar on the roof. Nice. We also have our Links distributor, which basically just has our positive bus bar and our negative bus bar. And then you have your AC and DC distribution panel block, which controls all of your 12 volt fuses and all of your 120 volt breakers. Up above the couch, we have the Heat Storm. It is a 700 to 800 watt heater. It'll heat this place up, no issues at all. And then up above that, we have a cabinet that runs the full length of this couch. It also has puck lights underneath. It'll hold plenty of clothes and plenty of storage. And lastly, we also added a skylight in the living space just to add in a little more natural light. with a shade so you can open it or close it in case it's a little bit too sunny or too hot. Now, as far as cooling goes, we went with the Nomadic Cooling AC. It is a strictly 12 volt AC. It has been phenomenal and worked great. And it also acts as your Air Max fan as well. This thing is freaking awesome. Definitely recommend it. Now, coming into the kitchen, you'll notice we went with mostly stainless steel finishes. We have a full-size fridge, bottom fridge.
That's a cooktop.
We also went with a 700 watt Visani microwave up above. And then we have a propane Furrion 3-burner stove and oven cooktop. This thing is absolutely amazing. It also has a glass top to add a little more counter space, and also has blue LED lights which match a lot of the other LED switches in the conversion as well. We also went with the teak countertop, which matches.
So if you see red, a burner's on.
Also matches the 2 shelves and the pass-through door, as well as the teak in the bathroom, which we'll get to in a minute. We have beautiful cabinetry down below, and then over here we have a commercial grade kitchen faucet, as well as a deep commercial grade kitchen sink, and then a cabinet that runs the full length of the kitchen up above with LED puck lights built in below. We also went with black paint towel for the backsplash, which matches the shower.
Could have made that upper cabinet a little bigger.
LED lights right here, which match a lot of the other finishes, kind of like the Furrion oven. This controls your water pump, your kitchen lights, and this also controls your water heater temperature. For the ceiling, we went with a tongue and groove pine. We caulked all of the lines and we trimmed every single crevice. And for the flooring, we went with a nice vinyl plank, which we think looks very natural and fits the space very nicely. Last but not least, we went with a massive bathroom. Our client is 6'5". He's a very tall guy. He wanted something that was a little more spacious, so we went with a black penny tiled bathroom and just made it look super luxurious. Has a huge mirror in there. We also went with the Thetford porta potty. Has an electric flush. Also has a toilet paper roll.
Shit, shower, and shave all in the same way.
We also went with a shower tower, which has a rainfall water shower with a rain stream. It also has your shower wand as well as shower massagers. This thing is
those are so good.
And then we went with the teak floor just to kind of top it off, make it feel a little more natural in there and kind of brighten it up. I would say for the most part that pretty much wraps up this conversion. Let's go ahead and take you guys outside and I'll show you the rest of the box truck.
Yep, that was worth the show today.
I really just wanted to see the inside.
So good.
I can't imagine they'll wow us with the box truck, but
it's the ultimate napping van. Kidnapping van.
And then I don't know if you've heard of this. They already did one live action Winnie the Pooh, but have you heard of the new one that's coming out?
Yes, I saw that. I was like, what the hell?
This one's a little different.
I thought this was a joke.
You know, you're the first person I ever showed.
Doesn't appear to be.
Why am I so special?
Because soon we'll be Christopher and Mary Robin. You should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave.
Eeyore,
now.
Rest in peace.
I really need to find out what's happening there, okay?
Nope.
That's so bad. Who, Christopher Robin?
Did you say how to pull? We need to go. There's Laura's dead. There's someone else outside. What was that?
He has tusks.
Oh! We used to be friends. Why are you doing this, please? I would have never left, I swear.
That's good stuff.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Jesus. Good job, Hollywood.
That's awesome.
You made my day.
I'm guessing the Winnie the Pooh books must have become public domain.
Apparently.
Because it seemed like Disney had those locked down. All right. Up next, we'll get into some sports. There it is. I see it.
What do we got happening in the sports section?
Well, if you didn't know, tonight is the very first NFL game of this season. So
I did not know.
Didn't get your picks into our football pool. I'm not sure you can do. I don't know if it'll let you pick. It definitely won't let you pick today, but I don't know if it'll let you pick for the rest of the week. I don't know what the cutoff is, but get in on that. That is, of course, at playaction.pub/mantools, and win a little bit of money. We got 5 people in there right now.
Get you some.
But in actual sports, we go to the world of horse racing, where this horse said, I don't need a jockey.
Nice.
Check this out. So the horse sitting next to this guy knocked him almost out, it looks like. Let me back that up.
Yeah, back that up.
Look.
Doink. Nah, he's all right. He's just trying to hide. Later.
And the gate opened, and the horse is like, I'll do fine without you. And he won.
He didn't get to win, but...
Is it not a win if the jockey falls off?
That is correct.
Damn.
That is correct. That sucks so bad. Because they call it unfair advantage. There's 4 pounds difference.
Yeah, those jockeys don't weigh shit.
Fucking hell, that was funny.
All right, well, we'll pay some bills and then we'll do some history.
Get on the history.
Way over here, my brakes made an awful noise, and the last time I got them done, it was so expensive.
You should go to EXO AutoWorks. They did a great job on mine, and it was way cheaper than anywhere else I've been.
That sounds great. I need to get their number from you.
At EXO AutoWorks, we offer the best price on brake service in town. We include brand new brake pads, rotors, and hardware, which saves you money and gets you on the road faster. See our website for a full list of our services. Call EXO AutoWorks today.
This is Vinny. He loves his beard. He loves his woman, and she loves him. But Haiti doesn't like the look and feel of his beard. Wait a minute. What's this? It's Daily Tonic Beard Oil from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna alleviate dry skin and irritation. What you got now? It's Warrior's Beard Butter from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna make his beard soft and fluffy. And what's this? The Carbon X Heated Beard Brush from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna straighten those curls. There's more. The Voxter Beard Growth Accelerator from The Beard Struggle. That's to stimulate hair growth. The Beard Struggle helps to build relationships. Used by thousands of men worldwide. Order online now from thebeardstruggle.com.
Use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
Fitting climax. In first and the flank. Get it started. It's fired and it's fired.
All right. This week in His Story is brought to you by the metal known historically for holding its value. That's right, gold.
There's gold in them there internets.
And you can buy some by going to mantoolsmedia.com/vaulted. Vaulted is an alternative savings account and app for investing in physical, deliverable gold. You can set up a thing right now for as little as, I think the minimum is $10. And every time you get paid, you can have it direct deposit a little bit of money in your Vaulted account, and then they will go and buy physical, real deal gold at market price on that day. Yep. And it'll be held in the Canadian Royal Mint until you, decide you need it.
Then sell it at market value that day.
You could, yeah.
Would you rather have a gold bar or a bar of Hershey's chocolate, Trevor?
Gold bar, because then I could turn that into more to money and buy a Hershey's chocolate.
You should see the internet's people out there. Oh, you want this silver bar, this piece of, or 5 chocolate bars? I'll take 5 chocolate bars. Dumbasses.
Well, this week in His Story, September 8th, 1921, Margaret Gorman of Washington, D.C. is named the very first Miss America.
I thought that was a gypsy contest.
Yeah, the what wins now is a little different.
Apparently.
Let's see, September 9th, 1976, Communist Chinese leader Mao Zedong dies in Beijing at the age of 82.
Hey, Meow.
Let's see, September 11th, 2012. Nope.
Space Odyssey.
I forgot to look up an image for this. Anyways, September 12th, U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya is attacked and burned down. I'm skipping. Sorry. September 10th. I am on the right slide. I was reading the wrong lines. September 10th, 2008, the Large Hadron Collider.
Yep. Nothing.
As I will always mispronounce that. The world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator, described as the biggest scientific experiment in history, is powered up in Geneva, Switzerland. And then,
funny, it was supposed to be set up in Ohio. They said, no, they're going to blow up the world. Do it out of our country. So they set it up.
I know. Look.
Brilliant.
I don't think it matters where that thing is. If it opens a black hole, we're all fucked. Now, September 11th, 2012, U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya is attacked and burned down. 4 Americans are killed, including the U.S. ambassador, J. Christopher Stevens. If you want to read a really good book about that, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Just Google Tig Tegan. He was one of the co-authors of a book that kind of goes through the stories of the survivors. So,
don't watch the movie.
No. I don't even remember what it's called. Why can't I think of the name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
12th Night. Whatever.
Something like that.
The Battle of Benghazi.
Yeah, there you go. The Battle of Benghazi. But there's something in front of it. Anyways. September 14th. It was a bit of a slow history week. 1901, Vice President Theodore Roosevelt is sworn in as the 26th President of the United States upon the death of William McKinley, who had been shot 8 days earlier. It took him 8 days to die.
Mm-hmm. Slow, agonizing death.
And that brings us to the end of the week in His Story, as well as the end of our show. Nope. That's not the button I wanted.
Good job. Lo-fi.
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll try that out tonight. There it is. We're going to wrap things up tonight here on Man Tools. Remember to go to our website. Check out all of our affiliate links. They're awesome. I'm going to be blowing those up because I've been ordering stuff off of it and it all works. So check it out. Make sure to get in our NFL pick. Sorry, it's a little small.
Sorry.
My bad.
I can zoom it in.
It was a long day. Thanks, pal. Get in on our NFL Pick'em pool. Go to playaction.pub/mantools and get your picks in for 1 week, which starts actually tonight. Use code TOOLS for 15% off any contest that you want to create. Locals members, be on the lookout for our members only 9/11 trifoil hat.
Tinfoil hat?
Sure. Zoom it again. Wow, daddy needs glasses. There it is. Locals. Our local members, please be on the lookout for our members only 9/11 tinfoil hat look at the unanswered questions. We'll be filming that very shortly and then releasing that even shorterly.
That's right.
Because time and space work different on Man Tools.
That's correct.
It is. Thank you to our sponsors, EXO AutoWorks, Enharmonic Studios, The Beard Struggle, Madrid Maintenance, JB Tools, Touch of Modern, and Play Action Pools. Thank you for watching and or listening. Please check us out on the web, on your smartphone, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and want to check out all of the Man Tools things at mantoolsmedia.com. Go to our links.co/mantoolsmedia. Get all of our socials. So while you're pooping, while you're grilling, while you're stuck at a red light because somebody fucked up and rolled their car at the intersection of Uinta and I-25 this morning.
Awesome.
Fuck.
Sounds great.
That was a long delay. I know. It's like my inconvenience is somehow more tragic than the horrible accident that happened.
Than their injuries or possible death.
Yeah.
Or, at the very least, their car being destroyed.
It was toast. I'm just going to say, you guys, you're not that fucking important. And stop driving so fast and driving like assholes. Get there safely and alive so that I can get to work on time. I kid, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's it for me.
I think that's it for me. So good night, everybody.